hated a lot of people in my time. It's ranged from minor incidents to full-blown war, but I've always come out the other end in one piece. Well, mostly. But there are times when hating someone isn't enough. Sometimes you need the other person to know just how much you hate them. You need them to acknowledge it, to show that yes, they know you hate them. It might be in person, it might be via text message. In this case, it's a multi-story car park. As rapper Eminem shows his political prowess by spitting some bars about Donald Trump. Because, you know, Obama would have just rapped right back. But being from old Blighty, I don't know much about US politics, so I've enlisted the help of Sir Sick, another Brit. And between us, maybe we can bring a bit of class to this gig. Hit it!
It's the calm before the storm right here.
Old man Eminem is about to show he's still hip with the kids and jump on everyone's favourite bandwagon. Now, to be fair, he's been doing it for literally years.
I said I never did drugs. That would mean I lie and get fucked more than the president does. Storm, push, shove, mush, fuck push, until they bring our troops home, come on.
You've always had a hate boner on for powerful old white men. Must have been quite a shock when you woke up one day to find out you are one.
Wait, how was I gonna start this off?
Alzheimer's is a bitch. Someone get him back to the old people's home before he falls down and pisses himself.
I know, right? Never mind how you're going to start off. You should worry about how you're going to get out of it when you drained your battery. Turn your headlights off.
Come now, that's not fair. He probably doesn't even remember where he is.
I forgot.
Told ya.
Oh yeah. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump?
Well, that's just reckless. And it's assault. And we have proof you plan to do it by way of this handy video. Not so gangster now, are we?
Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid...
Odd? Did Eminem just censor himself? And what word was it, anyway? I can't think of a single swear that rhymes with pot.
Pot splits. It's the only one that I could find that even vaguely rhymes, and it's about right for him because it's really, really, really old.
Take your time, buddy.
Got a plan and now I got a hatchet like a damn Apache with a tomahawk. I'ma walk inside a mosque on Ramadan and
I'm pretty sure they won't let you in, you kafar motherfucker.
say a prayer that every time talks.
Again, I have no idea what's getting muted. Are there some new, more powerful swears I haven't heard about?
That one just seemed to be his name. He's not fucking Voldemort, for Christ's sake.
She gets a
Did you just fuck up and I'm gonna style it out like it was intentional?
I'ma stop.
Ah, brilliant. Well done, well done. I'm getting a little worried Eminem's about to get mugged right now. No idea why, it's just a feeling.
I wouldn't worry, he's protected by a barrier of white privilege, manifest in this instance by pure cringe. Anyone who approaches him now will crumple into a pile while their spine rips itself from their body and throws itself off a bridge. They can do that, you know.
But we better give Obama props, cause what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust.
Probably won't though. I imagine they replaced his red button in the Oval Office with one of those you can record your own messages one. So when he hits it, it'll just be a member of his staff saying, "And then all the darkies died." I'm sure that will keep him entertained.
And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
It seems you've put a lot of thought into that plan. You've been thinking about destroying the world yourself, Em?
If I had a magic wand, I'd make the world suck my dick without a condom on while I'm on the John.
Pretty much.
Intensity's heightened, tensions are rising.
Digging those dance moves, though. I think that's what's been missing from a lot of his work, you know? Give me less Gangster Man and more Backstreet Boy.
Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them.
I forget, when did you run for public office? Or has Donald Trump refused to rap battle you?
Cause you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum.
That's a bit insensitive to those who suffer from mental illness, Eminem.
And to people without testicles, like Drunken.
Well, that was the case until I was anonymously donated a bollock over Super Chat. Now I have a ball. Well, I mean, Google took 30%. But thank you to that person, whoever you are.
Racism's the only thing he's fantastic for.
Fantastic! Okay, old Marshall here's obviously a big fan of racism. Who knew?
Cause that's how he gets his rocks off and he's orange.
Yeah, just shoehorn his fake tan in there, based on the well-known saying, never elect an orange man. Funny how he just said that about racism and then brings up the unholy hue of Trump's skin, isn't it?
Yeah, sick tan.
Hey, that's my line.
That's why he wants us to disband, cause he cannot withstand the fact we're not afraid of Trump walking on eggshells. I came to stomp.
Yeah, everybody is afraid to speak about Trump. That's why he is constantly criticised for every stupid little thing he does, making it hard to discern when there's actually something worth criticising him over. Thanks for that, by the way, mainstream media. I really needed to know he likes his steak well done. That's far more important than when he says he should be able to shut you down, you dumb bastards.
That's why he keeps screaming, drain the swamp, cause he's in quicksand.
Quicksands and swamps are different things, Mr. Eminem. And if he wanted to get out, he would just have to lie on his back, as the buoyancy would allow him to float on the surface and escape quite easily. I'm sure you were just being figurative, but I'm sick of your inaccurate shit.
I was too busy thinking of some way we can hook up Eminem's gestures to the electrical grid. Do you think he does everything like that? Like ordering breakfast in a diner and he's just knocking everything over. Like, we just rolled in to see what's shaking, hitting up the town, so give me eggs, a side of bacon, coffee and hash browns.
It's like we take a step forwards then backwards. But this is his form of distraction. Plus he gets an enormous reaction when he attacks the NFL, so we focus on that and... Instead of talking Puerto Rico with gun reform for Nevada, all these horrible tragedies, and he's bored and would rather cause a Twitter storm with the Packers.
You know, if everybody didn't focus on the shit he does and says that doesn't matter, you could actually deal with the stuff that does. It's not his fault that you are all apparently so easily distracted. Next time he wants to bring attention away from something, he should just stand outside the front of the White House and jingle his keys. I can see the headlines now.
Then says he wants to lower our taxes.
Oh, every politician said that since the dawn of fucking time.
Then who's gonna pay for his extravagant trips back and forth with his fam to his golf resorts and his mansions?
You know he's kind of rich, right? He actually donates his salary from being president to various other government bodies like national parks and education, which is, well, fair play to him, to be honest. There's not a lot you can argue against that, unless education and parks are bad, I guess.
Same shit that he tormented Hillary for and he slandered.
It's not slander if it's true, though. Like saying Sir Sick has one big testicle.
Only because I donated the other big testicle to you, mate.
No, it was you. You donated that.
Now we're testicle buddies. Also, speaking of Hillary, you really want to go there, mate?
Hillary Clinton tried to slap me and call me a pervert. I ripped her fucking tonsils down, better serve her.
Yeah, you're besties now because Trump is literally Hitler. I've been wondering about that actually. People like to compare him to Hitler, but did more than half the country constantly take the piss out of Hitler for being an idiot? I wonder.
Then does it more from his endorsement of banning support for the Klansmen.
I was under the impression the KKK supported him, which obviously means he's a white supremacist because that's logic, that is. Like Stalin had a mother, right? So anyone else who was also born of a woman basically has the blood of millions of people on their hands.
Good thing I was formed fully grown from sarcasm and shit jokes.
Tiki torches in hand for the soldier that's black and comes home from Iraq and is still told to go back to Africa.
Yeah, it's horrible, I know. Who'd have thought free speech means all speech and not just the type some people like, eh? Still, not Trump's fault, Eminem. You'll have to go way further back to find someone to blame for that.
I don't know about the racism, but we can at least figure out who sent them to Iraq. Any ideas, Em?
Storm, push, shove, mush, fuck Bush, until they bring our troops home, come on.
Oh yeah.
Fork and a dagger in this racist 94-year-old grandpa.
Sounds like you just threatened your president with dinner cutlery, but whatever.
Probably don't want to harp on his age though. I'm pretty sure there's a Zimmer frame in one of those cars.
Who keeps ignoring our past, historical, deplorable factors.
The past? The thing that isn't happening anymore? Oh no.
Now if you're a black athlete, you're a spoiled little brat for trying to use your platform or your stature.
By kneeling to God Emperor Trump. That'll show him.
To try to give those a voice who don't have one.
Yeah, because if you're an athlete, you're really only an expert in athletic things, you know? If I have a question about running really fast or throwing things, I'll hit you up. But just because you're in the public eye doesn't mean you have a fucking clue. As we're seeing right now, actually.
He says you're spitting in the face of vets who fought for us, you bastards.
Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think the invention of Crocs was a spit in the face of those who fought for us. If they'd have known, eh?
Unless you're a POW who's tortured and battered because to him you're zeros because he don't like his war heroes captured.
I love it when my war heroes are captured. I have a party, crack out the champagne.
Oh, yeah, same here. I'm capturing my war heroes right now.
That's not disrespecting the military.
Pretty sure that's disrespecting those individual soldiers. You do know there's more than a handful of people in the military, right?
That. This is for Colin. Ball up a fist.
Is he wearing a Fitbit? I fucking knew it. I knew that's why he's pacing back and forth so much. Gotta keep that heart rate up.
And keep that shit bald. Like Donald the bitch.
Oh, I thought this was just petty, insecure ranting, but now, watch out, Donald lad, he called you a bitch. You two should meet up in a parking lot and have a proper scuffle. No, seriously, do that. It'd be hilarious. Colostomy bags at dawn.
He's gonna get rid of all immigrants.
I don't know. He'd probably keep his housekeeper.
He's gonna build that thing up taller than this.
I'm tempted to say that's a subtle, satirical Nazi salute, but he did just call Trump a bold bitch. He doesn't strike me as the subtle type, you know?
Well, if he does build it,
I think we'll all be pretty surprised. Hadrian, he ain't.
I hope it's rock solid with bricks.
As opposed to what? Marshmallows? Terrible idea. That's how you get ants.
Cause like him in politics, I'm using all of his tricks. Cause I'm throwing that piece of shit against the wall till it sticks.
Oh, don't do that. Some poor council lackey will have to clean it up. And wall poop is no fun for anyone.
And any fan of mine who's a supporter of his,
Uh-oh, gonna start shouting at your fans. That always goes well.
I'm drawing in the sand a line.
I'm pretty sure that's concrete. You really don't know what sand is, do you?
You're either for or against.
First of all, his and against don't rhyme. And secondly, when Bush said you're either with us or against us, and France was all French about it, we got freedom fries. So don't do this, Eminem.
And if you can't decide who you like more in your split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this.
Ooh, I sense some poetry coming up. How about you, Sick?
I think he's gonna say Q. Called it.
The rest of America, stand up.
That's fat shaming.
We love our military, and we love our country. But we hate Trump!
Damn, he's angry, isn't he? It reminds me of a pubescent teenager, actually. You know, shouting at his parents because he can't have a sleepover while his mates stand awkwardly in the background. And then he storms off to his room and slams the door, and his friends are like, we'll just go then, shall we? But they can't because their fucking car battery's dead. Thanks for watching, guys, and thank you to Sir Sick for joining me in what was essentially making fun of an autistic. Go check out his channel, and please consider becoming a patron because I ask you really nicely every time. The links are in the description, and remember, you can't spell crap without rap.